When I read this fact, this is all I could think of.
But first, before we do the play, I'd like to talk about the very serious subject of schizophrenia. No, he doesn't. Shut up, let him talk.
And isn't this the crazy son of a bitch that won the match game? What's going on, everybody? Mark Heinlein with your MHN Horror Fact of the Day. Today's fact is part of our regular segment that I do every once in a while called Serial Killer Facts, where I give you facts on serial killers. Today's serial killer is Rodney Alcala. But before I get to that fact, if you could be so awesome, stab that like button, smash that subscribe, and click that little dingy bell to be notified every time we drop amazing content right here on MHN. Now back to the serial killer fact. Rodney Alcala was a serial killer convicted of killing 10 people between 1971 and 1979 in California and in New York. I think it was 8 in California and the last 2 in New York. Now, something really interesting about this guy, he acted as his own attorney in his trial. And the real kicker is that he called himself to the stand, and then he would cross-examine himself. And then when he would be his lawyer, he would actually be in a deeper voice, and then when he answered the question of himself, he would go back to his regular voice. I think when you do that, I think the jury's out on whether or not you're crazy. The answer is you are. Although I definitely know there was probably a juror on there going, you know what? This guy and his lawyer making a lot of sense. And that has been your MHN Horror Fact of the Day. I have a comments challenge for all of you. What is the most outrageous thing that you've ever heard a criminal doing? My personal favorite is Pablo Escobar literally taking a picture in front of the White House while he was one of the most wanted men on the planet. Set of balls in that guy. Thank you so much, and I will see you all tomorrow. Yes, this guy was absolutely on the match game. He actually won the match game, and I believe it was during the time when he was actually murdering people, which is fucking bizarre. So many weird shit that happened in the 70s were really weird. A lot of people don't understand how weird the 70s were. I mean, you know, Ted Bundy was a sex symbol back in the 70s. So if that gives you any idea about the weird shit that was going on in the 70s, that's a really good clue. But we did get Jaws and Star Wars during that time, so even trade.